somewhere. Anyway, so today's poll is, do you feel AI will replace voice actors at some point? I mean, it's a pretty even split. 46% of you said yes, and 54% of you said no way. Although I do like the slight tip into the positivity, the positive side, which is the no way. I think it's it's a lot like, if you recall, when AI was first starting to come out with when Midjourney and some of these like AI created like pictures, art started to come out, and photographers were kind of where we are now, going, oh God, what is this going to do? Is this going to decimate my business? And it's slowly sort of morphed into two different categories, where you have the human eye that can see the art and the soul and the beauty in things. And then AI, say photographers see that. The human photographer can see that. And then you have this whole other category where AI is sort of, can be realistic, but not real, right? It's still sort of fantasy. It's not, it's almost too perfect, right? Where there's a little bit of edge and grit and asymmetry. There's more beauty that goes into real photography, like the real picture that is being taken. Anyway, I am finding, and these are my own opinions, I'm going to share with you what I have learned so far as a working voice actor and my experience with AI coming from both sides. That what the photographers were experiencing a few years back is sort of kind of how it's going for voiceover. Meaning that to get this piece of art is now cheap, it's almost instantaneous, and the end user realizes that it's not real, right? This is something that was created by technology. This is an algorithm. This is not real life, right? It's sort of the same thing that I'm seeing for voiceover, meaning we have all of these companies that are making AI voices readily acceptable. It's almost an instantaneous, instant gratification sort of I have this need, I'm going to feed this algorithm this information, and then out spits out this AI voice. That's kind of fits what I need. Is it perfect? Does it have soul? Is it art? No, but it's what I need. It's cheap. It fits my budget, and I get it almost instantaneously. Right? Whereas on the flip side, you have a voice artist who's probably going to take a little bit more time to get this done. It's probably going to be a little bit more expensive, but the end result is real. Created by human with human soul and a human heart and a human's understanding. The asymmetry, as we said before with photography. It's not too perfect. It's not too polished. It's real versus not quite right, but it's cheap and it fits the bill. Right? So we have KDP, we have all of these companies that are starting to now offer AI voices to authors. Same thing with, all these different companies that are offering AI voices for all kinds of different needs. And some of these companies are jumping on the bandwagon going, again, this is going to be fast, it's instantaneous, it's great for our budget, right? It fits the bill budget-wise, it's cheap. But I think what all of these companies and all of these people, these businesses that may use AI, I think everyone is, including KDP when they're offering these AI voices for audiobooks, I think everybody is neglecting to think about the most important aspect of this endeavor from a business standpoint, and that is the end user. the listener, the person who is listening to that AI voice. As you know, I talk to a lot of people, not just mentees, students, community, clients, businesses, and then friends and family, and friends and colleagues and things. I talk to a lot of people throughout the day, every day. General consensus, no one likes an AI voice. So I think this reality slap is going to come at some point. Now, the companies that still want to use the AI voice, because maybe the end result doesn't really matter. I mean, maybe it's I hate to say that it, anyway, I want to get sidetracked on a tangent, but maybe for quick content, low budget YouTube channel kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm sure there's applications for AI voice. But if you need something real that doesn't sound fabricated or too polished or too perfect, you need a voice actor. I have clients that come to me with, just to add a little positivity, if you guys are all thinking doom and gloom about AI, don't. Because this is, again, my experience so far. I have clients that come to me with videos that they need voiceover for. They use AI voices as sort of like a scratch, like just to make sure the timing fits for voiceover. And then they send the script to an actual voice artist to record in that timing. I mean, that's a good use of AI voice. Excuse me, still recovering. But I don't think it's something that's going to be, I don't think we should be worried or that worried, to be honest. It's hot in here. Let me open the door. I also have clients that come to me to redo projects that they had an AI voice on. And guess what? Their client hated the AI voice. So they wanted a real voice actor to record the lines. I mean, I don't know. I think that's going to, the end user's opinion, ultimate opinion is ultimately going to catch up. But I can go off on tangents, as you know. So let's get over to the comments and see what you guys are saying. How about we do that? Let's take this off the screen. Let's go over to the comments. Dwight is here. Hey, Dwight. Good day, Angela and my fellow Angelistas. Sad day in my studio. Why we gotta start off with the negativity? Oh, God. Why is my throat so scratchy today? Tech troubles for 3 days? I almost don't want to read these because I'm seeing your comments for voice heavy with emotion. Yep. Good luck with that, AI. Hold on. Oh, goodness. Regarding the topic of AI and VO takeover, ask the same question as in today's title. Oh, she's one of the Bluetooth voices? She basically said that human voiceovers will be a high-end commodity. She has noticed that most of the big corps gigs have already converted to AI voiceovers, and 90% of that market has already made the change too. Sorry, guys. That said, we need to perfect our craft now so that we can be the providers of the high niche markets. audiobooks are relatively safe because of the breaths and humanity needed for audiobooks. Oh my gosh. I was fine all morning until just now. In regards to his comment about the breaths and things, I have a podcast client who has, I forget what is it called? He wanted to use his own voice for a podcast. But he was sick. What was it called? I'm sure it'll come to me. So he fed a transcript. He trained his own AI model and he fed his transcript into it, and it spit out this perfectly polished podcast episode with breaths and everything in it. But as I went through and edited it, because I wanted to hear what this sounded like and just kind of took out things he didn't like and things like that, it was too perfect. It was too evenly spaced. It was like too polished. And it sounded like him, and it almost had the same nuances. It was so eerie to edit it, let me tell you, knowing that it wasn't him, but it sounded just like him. It was so weird. But ultimately, he didn't want to use it because it sounded too perfect, too polished. Even though it had breaths, it had those things in it. It's creepy. But Dylan, I just saw your comment. Am I dying on camera? No. I was fine all morning, I promise you. Just for whatever reason, my throat just got super dry. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that was me. Paul said, one of his projects that I didn't get was done by an artist using AI. It was obvious to me within 10 seconds, but he hadn't realized. Yes, more education is definitely needed, I think, on all fronts, as far as AI is concerned. I think that the end user, I think, is the one thing that they're all overlooking. They're looking at how they can best serve their client. Yeah, but it's fast, it's cheap, it fits the budget, it makes them more money. The companies that use AI, because they don't have to pay the voice artist as much, perhaps, for whatever software they're using to create the AI. But I think ultimately the end user, if not the end user, the users that are gosh. Anyway. Not the end user, but the client's end users are not going to like it. So let's say, for example, a video production company, for those of you that don't quite understand what I'm saying, a video company is paid to produce a video, and they use an AI voice. They finish the video, they send it off to the client. The client goes, "Oh, I love it. That's great. Everybody's happy." And then the client takes that finished video and then sends it off to whoever they're sending it off to, whether it be, to stakeholders, to clients, to customers, to colleagues, they're promoting a product or whatever. But the people that are watching this video are going, is that an AI voice? Something just sounds off. Again, I haven't met anyone who likes listening to an AI voice on anything. I mean, it's fine for like TikTok and Instagram and those kind of, AI voices that you hear, but even those get tiresome after a while. So then you have to think, if like this high dollar company, let's just say hypothetically, high dollar company had this video made and they're sending it to me, but they used an AI voice. I mean, that's kind of cheap and there's no soul to that. And did they just take the easy route with AI? Right? What kind of message does that send to the end user? I think that is the part that is being overlooked by everyone, as far as I know. I don't know. So I think, to go back to the Mid-Journey photographer I mean, that's kind of, I think, is how it's going to go. That using an AI voice is going to be like the easy, quick, low value. Using a voice actor is high dollar, right? It's a more